Happening now, more than 2,000 people beginning a COVID-19 vaccination today at the Kansas City Zoo. KBC9's Matt Evans is there with more details on today's mass vaccination event.
Those vaccinations happening throughout the day today in these white tents behind me here in the Cheetah parking lot of the Kansas City Zoo. The zoo using this parking lot and open spaces to get as many shots into as many arms as quickly and as efficiently as possible. The Missouri National Guard also here on site to help with the logistics of getting these 2,200 shots into arms today. The zoo has partnered up with community builders of Kansas City and Swope Health for this vaccination clinic. It's a drive-through vaccination clinic here in the Cheetah lot. It goes until 4 o'clock this afternoon. Healthcare workers running this site say if you have an appointment, make sure you show up on time and wear a mask. This event is only for Missouri residents that are eligible under Phase 1 or Phase 2 of the state's vaccination plan. Also on hand today will be volunteers from Harvesters to distribute food to anyone in need. The zoo does remain open for normal business hours today. Parking lots to the west and north of the main entrance are open for zoo patrons. There will be signs and volunteers directing traffic throughout Swope Park throughout the day today. This is an appointment-only vaccination event. You cannot just walk up. No walk-in appointments are going to be given today. All of the appointments are currently full, but you can still sign up to be on a standby list for this event or get signed up for a future vaccination event online at swopehealth.org. In Kansas City, Matt Evans, KBC 9 News.
And meanwhile, workers with a local diaper bank, Happy Bottoms, are also at the clinic. They're providing some relief to families in need. Happy Bottoms hopes to hand out 176,000 diapers where you do not have to register online ahead of time. And as a number of states pull mask and coronavirus safety restrictions, local health experts are watching closely. Well, Arkansas ended its mask mandate Tuesday. Republican lawmakers in Kansas publicly opposed Governor Kelly's plan to recommend counties keep them in place for now. Doctors with the University of Kansas Health System stress that you have a personal responsibility to help curb the spread of the virus.
We're hopeful that regardless of what the policy decision is around mask mandates or other mitigation measures, that as the community sort of thinks about what they can do, that they continue to remember that we have some control in this, even if there's not a public policy or a mask mandate requiring us to do those things that are important.
And several counties in the metro have mask mandates and capacity restrictions in place. Well, for the first time in a very long time, students have returned to class in the Kansas City, Kansas public schools. KBC9's Martin Augustine shows us why this is an important step for their education.
It has been a year since there were students here in class at Eisenhower Middle School, but just take a look at the sign back up here by the entrance. It says, "Welcome back. Finish the year strong." Yep. The students are back and teachers could not be more happy. Here's a look at some of the classrooms here that for the first time in such a long time have students in the chairs. There are teachers that were stressed out by this, but all of them were excited about this. That's what Joseph Jewett says. He's the principal of Eisenhower Middle School. He says when it comes to teaching, nothing beats that face-to-face instruction.
To have the actual students back in the class, you can have this kind of interaction that's been missing. It changes everything. It gets back to what we want it to be.
The exact number of students who are back in class is going to fluctuate a little bit here over the next couple of days, according to Mr. Jewett, just because there are some families are sending their kids that maybe thought they were going to hold them back and keep them at home for instruction, and some that have decided to keep their kids home too. Overall, the district estimates that it'll be about 85% of the students K through 12 who are back in class. Reporting from KCK, Martin Augustine, KBC 9 News.
And Children's Mercy Hospital is going to begin a series of coronavirus vaccination clinics tomorrow. The first clinic will be for Missouri residents 16 to 22 years old. They have to meet one of two criteria, first being a minority, and second, they have to have been diagnosed with a chronic disease like cancer, COPD, heart disease, or type 2 diabetes. Appointments must be made for all clinics. To sign up, head over to Children's Mercy's website. And the race to get a vaccine may have gotten a little easier here in the metro. It is all thanks to Peter Carnesali, a local man who's been following vaccine appointments trends for the past month. He created the KC Vaccine Watch Twitter account. It's a bot that automatically sends out a tweet as soon as appointments open up in the Kansas City area.
Sometimes it's a whole week of appointments, and then sometimes it's one or two that got canceled that they're putting back out there.
Now, Peter's vaccine tracker checks stores like Hy-Vee, Walmart, Walgreens, and CVS. He says that if you don't have Twitter, find someone who does and ask them to set up notifications for the Vaccine Watch Twitter account. Well, then they can let you know when appointments open up. And with all the changes lately, well, let's take a moment for a refresher on where both Kansas and Missouri are with their vaccine rollout. Now, Missouri is now in phase 2. Well, this opens up vaccinations to people who work in construction, manufacturing, higher education, and a number of other sectors. Vaccines should be open to all Missouri adults by April 9th, a week from Friday. Now, right now, Kansas is in phase 5 of its vaccine rollout. That means anyone over the age of 16 is eligible for a shot. And this morning, Pfizer announced the phase 3 trial results of its COVID vaccine on children. It shows it is 100% effective in kids ages 12 to 15. ABC's Stephanie Ramos has the latest.
A stunning vaccine breakthrough. Pfizer announcing its vaccine is 100% effective in preventing COVID-19 for children 12 to 15 years old. The news comes from the results of a trial that enrolled 2,260 children ages 12 to 15, where some participants received a placebo and others got the Pfizer vaccine. While several with the placebo became infected, none of the vaccinated children developed COVID. This is the first released data for children as young as 12. But Pfizer is also testing its vaccine on younger children, ages 5 to 11.
You're going to count for me, okay?
1, 2, 3, 4.
The first volunteers,
5.
9-year-old twins Marisol and Alejandra Gerardo, their mother, an infectious disease doctor.
It was a great opportunity for them to potentially get early access and really accelerate the development for the appropriate dose in children, because we really need to get this out to our kids. And, they're a large part of our population.
The FDA will have to approve the use of Pfizer's vaccine on children, but it's a promising turning point for vaccinating young Americans and getting closer to herd immunity as schools prepare for a greater return to in-person learning in the fall.
Now, researchers are still studying the Pfizer vaccine's efficacy in children under the age of 12 and as young as 6 months old. Well, Pfizer, by the way, is raising this year's production target for its vaccine to as many as 2.5 billion doses. The company also predicts it'll soon have a version that can be stored in refrigerators, not ultra-cold freezers, which are what's needed now. And small businesses have borne the brunt of the fiscal stress from the pandemic, but now more help is on the way. Congress and President Biden extended the deadline to apply for the Paycheck Protection Program. We checked in with Blue Ridge Bank and Trust, which has helped hundreds of businesses get millions of dollars in loans. Most have been forgiven. The extra money is helping businesses cover bills and get things moving again.
So absolutely, it's just right in the nick of time type of thing to just keep work moving.
Give those businesses a little bit more of a financial lifeline to kind of get through, hopefully, the tail end of this pandemic.
Companies with 300 or fewer workers now have until May 31st to apply. 60% of the money has to go to payroll in order for that loan to be forgiven. And every day, we are keeping track of reopening plans, case numbers, and the vaccine rollout. To stay up to date, download our KMBC9 mobile app. You can also visit KMBC.com and click on the coronavirus tab.